Hey everyone, it's Jen from Lodo Family, and I'm here to tell you that being on a grocery budget is hard, and I get that. And it doesn't matter if you're just struggling to buy groceries, if you desperately want to lower your food budget, or if you just need a little help in meal planning. That's where we come in. Every week, I do a $100 grocery challenge, and this is for you, okay? First off, our $100 grocery challenge. This is as close to an extreme budget as possible, but it's still doable. Our goal is to do healthy, well balanced meals, minimally processed. We do a full meal plan that includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for a family of four. And I assume that we have very little ingredients at home. Okay. So we're getting everything you need. This isn't like just a few pickup items and then you just make something. Now, today we're going back to the Ingles supermarket for their sales ad this week. It's going to run from August 30th to September 5th. Woohoo, it's almost Labor Day this weekend. So let's see what they have in their ad this week. Every week, I like to start with the meat section because honestly, meal planning is a whole lot easier when you know what meats you have to work with. So, the first option is going to be this Tyson boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's a family pack and there's a limit of four, and it's going to be on sale for $1.98 a pound. Now, typically, a family pack is about 3.2 pounds per pack, and you're going to get about four nice sized chicken breasts in there. Now, the regular price on one of these packs is about $12.73. This week it'll be about $6.34. That's a pretty good deal. The next option is the Plainville Farms 85% fat-free ground turkey. Now, this is a buy one get one free. They're typically $4.88 a piece, and that's for a 1 pound pack. So you're going to get one pack for $2.44 this week. The last option I saw that was a good deal was the Harvest Farms drumsticks or thighs. Now, these are the small pack and they're 98 cents a pound. Now, typically these are 2 pound packages. So normally they would run about $4.96 a piece, but this week they're only going to be $1.96 a piece. That's pretty cheap eats. After I look at the meat deals for the week, my next option is always to look at fresh produce because to me, fresh produce is important, but I don't want to spend my whole budget on it. I want to get a good amount of produce for the best possible price. This week, they have the Western cantaloupe, 2 for $5. That was actually on sale last week, the same amount. These cantaloupes typically run about $5 a piece, so they're half off. Another option is a 3 pound bag of Gala apples for $3.48. And they did have apples on sale last week that were organic. These are not organic, but they're still a pretty good deal. Another option is they have a 3 pound bag of sweet onions. That's two for $6. And I double checked, and typically one of these bags runs about $5. So if you use a lot of onions, this is definitely a good deal. Now, we use a lot of tomatoes in our house, and 98 cents a pound for tomatoes is a great deal because honestly, they can run anywhere from like $1.98 to $2.98 a pound. So I am always very excited when I see them for less than $1 a pound. I find the next spot of my budget that takes up a good amount is the frozen and the dairy section, but it's also what kind of will make a meal come together. Now, the deals that I see this week at Ingles, we have the Sargento cheese and the Cabot cheese. That's $1.98 each. The Sargento is the shredded, and you do want to keep an eye on the ounces because they range from 5 to 8 ounces. So definitely get a bag that's 8 ounces. The Cabot is going to be block cheese, and they run 6 to 8 ounces. So make sure whatever variety you buy would be the 8 ounces so you're getting the most bang for your buck. I saw a bunch of duplicates in the ad, and what I mean is, so on the first page, they have this Daisy cottage cheese and sour cream, the 14 to 16 ounce sizes for $1.98, which doesn't sound like a bad deal. But then later on in the ad, you'll see they have the Laura Lynn 16 ounce sour cream for $1.28. I have absolutely no brand loyalty. So if I'm buying sour cream, I'm going to skip the Daisy that's on sale and go ahead and get the Laura Lynn brand because I'm going to save an additional 70 cents for the exact same amount. Now, not only is Labor Day coming up, but this is kind of like the last sign of summer. And so you'll notice that not just at Ingles, but at a lot of different grocery stores, you're going to see a lot of, I would say, like cookout foods, like summer foods that are going on sale because this is the end of their season. So the first option, and this is another duplicate. At the beginning of the ad, you see French's yellow mustard, the 14-ounce container, for 98 cents, which at first sounds like a great deal. But then later on, you see that they have the Laura Lynn brand mustard, a 20-ounce bottle, for 98 cents. So once again, I'm going to go with the bigger option for the same amount of price. Now, the next one I saw was Kraft salad dressing. Now, these are the 14 to 16 ounce, so they're the decent sized bottles, and they're on sale for $2.98. If you're a big Kraft person, that's almost half off. But keep in mind, the Laura Lynn brand typically runs $2.28. So I'm probably not going to buy the Kraft brand. I'm going to buy the store brand. Another one that's in that same kind of aisle is going to be the Lowry's marinades. They're 12-ounce bottles. They're on sale for $2.28, and typically they run $4.28, so they're about half off. Now, I'm not a huge fan of like bottled marinades, but if you are, this could be a great deal for you. I'm actually going to buy like Italian dressing to use as a marinade, but that's totally up to you. Here's another one that's kind of that summer sale. They have their Suddenly Salad by Betty Crocker, and they're 2 for $3. And so at first glance, you're like, ooh, a side dish for only $1.50. Let's look at this a little further. The boxes only weigh 6.2 to 7.75 ounces. That is less than half a pound of pasta. And honestly, what you get in these containers is very little. You're going to get a pack of dry pasta, some seasoning, and then occasionally you get some like sun-dried tomatoes or some bacon bits. It's very little when you actually look at what's in the box. So I'm not going to buy these because I can make a version of these way cheaper and probably taste better. This week, they actually had a whole lot more pantry items than what I'm used to seeing the last couple weeks. The next one was this McCormick Grill Mates seasoning. Now, these little jars are between 2.5 and 3.5 ounces. You'll also notice that they have like the packets of seasoning mix on sale for 88 cents. But when you look at the size of the packets, it's going to take 3 to 4 packets to equal the same amount that's in one of these jars. So if you like this seasoning or you want to use it, you would be better off buying the jar than paying 88 cents for a packet 3 or 4 times. Now, here's one that I'm kind of excited about because I love to stock up on very cheap staple products for my pantry. And this is the Libby's canned vegetables. Now, we can go in this great debate on whether or not they're nutritious or healthy or anything like that. But in reality, frozen vegetables and fresh produce, it's not always cost effective. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't use canned vegetables. And you can, basically jazz them up in a zillion ways. So I don't think you should discount this. So 68 cents a can for the regular size. That's going to be your 14.5 to 15.5 ounce cans. They do have some varieties that are smaller at 11 ounces, and I wouldn't look at those. I would look at the bigger ones. These typically run, it's like $1.58 a can. So this is almost like a 66% off sale. That's a great stock up price to me. And you could use these, for months and months and months. The next option I saw was the Laura Lynn potato chips or corn chips. And look at the size variation. It's 6 to 10 ounces. Your potato chips are going to be 6 ounces. Your corn chips are going to be the heavier 10 ounces. They're on sale 2 for $3, making $1.50 a piece, but they typically only run about 2.28. So it's not a huge savings there. Now, back to that end of summer type thing, the Laura Lynn brand of baked beans is only 98 cents a can, and this is the big 15-ounce can. Now, you may have noticed that last week Bush's was on sale, and it looks like some of it's still on sale. But when I went to go do a pickup order, I realized that it wasn't just baked beans. They actually had multiple varieties of beans. And I'm talking about black beans, navy beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, black-eyed peas. All of them were on sale for 98 cents, which makes them about half price, which is a good stock up. Another option I saw was the Laura Lynn dry roasted peanuts. This is a 16-ounce jar, and these are honestly a great snack. They give you energy, and I'm kind of a fan of like afternoon snacking. But anywho, they're on sale for $1.98 each. They typically are about $3.28 each. Okay, now that we've gone over what's on sale in the ad, I've gone ahead and created a meal plan. To me, the most important meal of the week is typically dinner. So let's start there. Because it is going to be Labor Day weekend, I've done a full 7 dinners this week. So the first one is going to be we're going to do some chicken breast fajitas with tortillas and black beans and rice. The next night, we can do bacon turkey burgers with baked beans. Third night, we can do Frito pies. If you're not from the South or the Midwest, that's basically chili that's served with corn chips and like sour cream and cheddar cheese on top. Then another night, we could have baked chicken drumsticks or thighs if you don't like drumsticks. And I was inspired by the Suddenly salad, so let's do a BLT pasta salad. Another night, we're going to do some of the leftovers of the chicken breast and make a chicken Cordon Bleu casserole, which is basically a fancy name for a chicken, ham, and Swiss casserole with pasta. Then I happen to really like beef and broccoli, like the Chinese food you serve over rice, but beef is a little bit out of our price range this week, so we're going to use some ground turkey and make some broccoli rice bowls. And then to finish it off, I have a chef salad with chopped ham and eggs. Now, for the rest of the meal plan, and I'm assuming that you're eating breakfast, lunch, and snacks at home. For breakfast this week, we can do bacon, eggs, and toast, ham and cheese omelets, or one of my favorites is not really an omelet because I'm not great at making them, but more of like a frittata or a crustless quiche, scrambled eggs with with ham and cheese, really. My kids recently have gotten onto this cream cheese on toast with a side of fruit. And then we can do some cereal, like Frosted Flake cereal with milk and half a banana. For lunches, we're going to have a good amount of leftovers this week, but we can also transform them a little bit and make some chicken quesadillas or some grilled chicken and cheese sandwiches. For snacks, we're going to have some corn chips. We're going to have a good amount of fruit. And the fruit that we're going to pick up, we've got apples, bananas, and cantaloupe. So that'll be a good amount. And then, of course, I went ahead and threw in the peanuts because that was a good deal. And then for dessert, I was thinking since we're going to have the apples and we're going to have a box of Frosted Flakes, why don't we just do some sauteed apples or baked apples, crunch up some cereal on top, and then serve it with a little whipped cream? Sounds good to me. Now, I know this is small print, so I'm going to put it all down below, but this is literally all the items that I would need to pick up. And keep in mind, though, I'm assuming that you have very little at home. So if you have some of these items, you may not need them, and your total would be even less than what mine comes out to. So real quick, I'm going to go down this list, and I've got it separated out kind of by department to make it easier. And like I said, I'm going to list it below so you can copy and paste it if you want to basically replicate this at home. So we're going to start off in the produce department. We're going to get 1 green pepper, 1 head of iceberg lettuce, 3-pound bag of apples, a cantaloupe, 2 pounds of tomatoes, 7 bananas, and a 3-pound bag of sweet onions. Then we're going to go to the meat section and we're going to get the Tyson boneless, skinless chicken breasts, the chicken thighs, the Jamestown bacon, it's not on sale, but it's a decent price, and then 2 packages of the Plainville ground turkey. I found that they also had Smithfield 8-ounce diced ham on sale, so that'll finish off our meats. Now, the next section is going to be like the center of the store, what I kind of call it general grocery or pantry. And we're going to get a box of Laura Lynn Frosted Flakes, Laura Lynn 1 pound bag of rice, 1 container of the McCormick Grill Mates, a container of Badia chili powder. Now here comes our canned foods. Let's do 1 can of baked beans, a 15.5-ounce can of black beans, 15 ounces of kidney beans, a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1 can of the Libby's green beans, 1 can of Libby's green peas. Then we can do a bag. It's a small bag. It's 7-ounce bag of La Moderna shell pasta. That's a little tiny shells. We can do any choice of salad dressing you like. Since we're going to do the pasta salad, we're going to need some mayonnaise. They have Duke's Mayo on sale, the 30-ounce jar. We're going to do a jar of the peanuts, do an 8-count of hamburger buns, a 20-ounce bag of sandwich bread, a 10-ounce bag of corn chips, and then in the frozen and dairy section, we'll need a bag of broccoli, a container of the frozen whipped topping, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, 1 bag of shredded cheddar Sargento cheese, 1 bag of 11 slices of baby Swiss Sargento cheese, a half gallon of milk, 1 dozen eggs, Azteca flour tortillas. They're the tortillas that are actually in the like frozen or the dairy section, not like just the shelf, like the ones that are on the shelf. And then we'd also get a 16-ounce container of sour cream. So our grand total for getting all these items would be $75.22 plus tax. When I did it as a pickup order, it came out to about $77.50. So let's say that leaves you an extra $21 in your grocery budget. Now, that's pretty awesome deal there. Not only are we going to have more than enough food, but we also have wiggle room. And that wiggle room is going to help you pick up, maybe there's certain essentials that you need, like coffee or coffee creamer or sugar. Maybe you want some more snacks or drinks. Or maybe you're pretty good on all of your must-have items and you want to stock up on like the chicken drumsticks or the thighs or the ground turkey. There was quite a few like condiments on sale. So maybe you're running low on mustard. 98 cents was a good deal. Or maybe you need some just like I would consider your basics like vegetable oil to cook with. That would be the time to use that $21. Now, another option is with student loans coming back into play and interest rates on credit cards being crazy high, maybe you're focused on paying off debt, or maybe you're trying to save up for Christmas. There's unfortunately not that much time left before Christmas. We could take that $21 extra and move it over to a savings challenge or a debt repayment plan. And $21 may not seem like much, but if you're saving $15 this week, $21 next week, before you know it, you could have that fully funded. And this is what I'm trying to show is that this is totally doable. We just have to do a little prep work and kind of really think, what am I going to get the most food and the most bang for my buck, but also not wasting it on stuff that isn't necessarily filling or isn't high priority. So I hope you enjoyed this week. I'm really happy that we were able to smash this $100 challenge. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you want to know the next time we have a $100 grocery challenge. And if you have a store that you would like me to do a $100 grocery challenge at, drop it down below in the comments. And also let me know if this is a meal plan that you would be willing to try. Have a great week, y'all. Bye.